In Deuteronomy chapter 13 in the King James Version. If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or a wonder, and the sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, Let us go after other gods which thou hast not known, and let us serve them. Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet or that dreamer of dreams, for the Lord your God proveth you to know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. Ye shall walk after the Lord your God, and fear him, and keep his commandments, and obey his voice, and ye shall serve him, and cleave unto him. And the prophet or that dreamer of dreams shall be put to death, because he hath spoken to turn you away from the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt, and redeemed you out of the house of bondage, to thrust thee out of the way which the Lord thy God commanded thee to walk in. So shalt thou put the evil away from the midst of thee. If thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter, or the wife of thy bosom, or thy friend, which is as thine own soul, entice thee secretly, saying, Let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers, namely of the gods of the people which are round about you, nigh unto thee, or far off from thee, from the one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. Thou shalt not consent unto him, nor hearken unto him, neither shall thine eye pity him, neither shalt thou spare, neither shalt thou conceal him, but thou shalt surely kill him. Thine hand shall be first upon him to put him to death, and afterwards the hand of all the people. And thou shalt stone him with stones, that he die, because he hath sought to thrust thee away from the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. And all Israel shall hear and fear, and shall do no more any such wickedness as this is among you. If thou shalt hear say in one of thy cities, which the Lord thy God hath given thee to dwell there, saying, Certain men, the children of Belial, are gone out from among you, and have withdrawn the inhabitants of their city, saying, Let us go and serve other gods, which ye have not known. Then shalt thou inquire and make search, and ask diligently, and behold, if it be truth, and the thing certain, that such abomination is wrought among you, thou shalt surely smite the inhabitants of that city with the edge of the sword, destroying it utterly, and all that is therein, and the cattle thereof, with the edge of the sword. And thou shalt gather all the spoil of it into the midst of the street thereof, and shalt burn with fire the city, and all the spoil thereof, every whit, for the Lord thy God. It shall be in heap forever. It shall not be built again, and there shall cleave not of the cursed thing to thine hand, that the Lord may turn from the fierceness of his anger, and shew thee mercy, and have compassion upon thee, and multiply thee, as he hath sworn unto thy fathers, when thou shalt hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep all his commandments, which I command thee this day, to do that which is right in the eyes of the Lord thy God. Okay, so a lot here in this verse, or in this chapter as well. And so here, listen to this in particularly how it starts off in verse 1 and 2. If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or a wonder, and the sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, Let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them. Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet or that dreamer of dreams, for the Lord your God proveth you, to know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. So what does that mean? He's telling the people that there will come times of testing to see how the people do, how the people react, and who the people actually trust and believe in. And so even during this time, during the time where they enter the promised land, that there will be times where people come along to try to discourage them, from believing and having faith in the one true God. And even so, that they may even do little tricks and different things that make them be believable. But the Lord is giving them warning. He's saying, don't believe these things. I am the one and only God. I am a jealous God. There are no other gods. And he's telling them to have faith in the Lord. But he's also telling them that, sometimes there will be testing, bringing past to present. Sometimes when we are walking in the faith, when we are walking in the Spirit, there may come up things for us that we may even feel like, are we being tested? Is this a way to see where our trust lies, where our belief lies, where our faith lies? And sometimes those circumstances are yes. And so much so that we need to always be ready and on the lookout. And to be ready and on the lookout is to live in the Spirit, is to live in the faith, because there's going to be times. I mean, I've given you plenty of examples in previous Bible studies of road rage, being in the car. There are times guilty as charged. There are times where I've been on the road and somebody cut me off, or somebody almost run me off the road. The first thing in my head is not always, well, man, may the Lord bless and keep you. The first thing in my head is like, you may see red, you may see spots, you may be like, but as of late, the more I start to have the faith, and the more I look at myself as, hey, at any moment I can be that example. So what if whatever they did, there may be a reason, or there may not be, but neither here nor there, I'm protected. The Lord is my protector. The Lord is the good shepherd. And when I think of him, those thoughts and those feelings of wickedness and revenge immediately disperse. And I feel and I think about the glory of the Lord and how he just provides so many blessings. And so thinking about those things, thinking about different times in life when we get mistreated. I mean, even now, there's things going on in my life where there are things and thoughts and feelings being triggered in me, like, why is this happening again? Why is this going towards this? I can see that there's a pattern, or I see that there's not something, it's not going to a good place. I'm getting worried, I'm getting anxious, I'm getting nervous again. And instead, I can leave those and lean into the Lord and have faith that he is the good shepherd, he is the protector, and leave that up to him. And so he's reminding us, he's saying, hey, what are you going to do in these situations? Are you going to think about how it affects you and immediately get conceited and selfish and worry with yourself? Or are you going to trust in me? Are you going to have faith in me? Before we go on to the next chapter, though, what kind of thoughts or feelings come to your mind when we read over this? How does it make you feel, and what does it make you think?